Now the second method is analytical method. This analytical method gives us the idea of molecular formula of the compound, and second, it also gives the probable structure of compound. Carbon compounds which form all the living tissues, they are known as biomolecules. A destructive experiment is performed in analytical method to know the composition. In this destructive experiment, we will take a piece of tissue, say a leaf or liver or vegetable, and we will weigh that tissue. Then the tissue is allowed to dry, that is, let the water evaporate, and then it is weighed again. दोबारा से उसका weight ले लेते हैं, that is the dry weight of the tissue. Then after drying the tissue, it is burnt fully. इसको जला दिया जाता है. तो जितने भी कार्बन कंपाउंड्स हैं हमारे पास, they are oxidized and released in the form of gases. And ash is left. Ash contains various inorganic compounds. Inorganic compounds like sulfates and phosphates of calcium and magnesium. Main inorganic compounds are sulfates and phosphates of calcium and magnesium, that is calcium sulfate, calcium phosphate, magnesium sulfate and magnesium phosphate. And third method we have is the elemental analysis. In this elemental analysis, it gives element composition of living tissue like hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine or carbon, and from the chemistry point of view we can identify the various functional groups present in the compounds like aldehydes or ketones or the aromatic compounds. But from biological point of view, we can classify these biomolecules as amino acids, simple sugars, lipids, nucleosides and nucleotides, and this is all we are going to discuss in this chapter, that is proteins and amino acids, sugars and carbohydrates, lipids, nucleosides, nucleotides and the nucleic acids, that is DNA and RNA. These are the structures which we are going to elaborate in this chapter.